Yo, what is up, guys? Undead Nerd here with another update video, to pay my taxes and crap, so yeah. Alright, there we go. I hate this. So yeah, we're gonna be recapping Marvel rumors from this article, which, again, none of these rumors originate from this article. This is all, this is just recapping it like I'm doing, and all of these are reported beforehand by Daniel RPK, which... I don't know why we're always looking at him for information, but hey, he seems to be semi-reliable, so yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go over some rumors as of late, so yeah. Sorry, I burped for a second. Alright, so first off, it looks like Muse has been cast, which makes sense because they've been shooting the show for quite a bit now. I'm kind of surprised they didn't announce it yet. Who knows, maybe it might be a chick, it might be lame and gay, but yeah. Nova. The Nova is still coming out, which apparently Marvel is still debating to make it either a series or a movie, which it's so apparently, according to Daniel RBK as of late, they want to make, what is it, they want their Disney Plus shows to revolve around the street level heroes, which I think is a better idea because, it's a lot more cheaper to make a TV show out of. But it's if you're still going back and forth on Nova, you should just do a movie about it, because, again, Nova's not my favorite character, but he is a fan favorite. I think it will do well. And then for other Disney Plus stuff, looks like they are doing a White Tiger show, but it's with a female version of the character. I don't remember the female White Tiger's name, which I'm semi-fine with it because, that version of White Tiger seems to be more popular, and I did grow up with her on the Ultimate Spider-Man show, the animated series I watched when I was a kid. But yeah, I prefer that they would do Hector. Sorry, I've got a... Sorry, something in my throat. But, I prefer they do a TV show based around Hector because, again, I love that character. But I heard rumors that they might do both for this show. But, yeah. I mean, hey, I feel like Hector will definitely work in a Daredevil Born Again because he's a street-level hero. As long as White Tiger is balls to the wall Kung Fu, like the Tiger moveset in Kung Fu. Which, fun fact, all the different animals is what inspired the Furious 5 and Kung Fu Panda. Maybe they could teach the audience about that in the show. I'll be fine with it, It needs to be like a Kill Bill, but instead of samurai swords, it's Kung Fu, if you're gonna do whoever that character is, so yeah. So next up, Thunderbolts rumors. So of course Tiamat Island and Thunderbolt Ross were going to be involved in the movie. So it looks like Thunderbolt Ross is not going to be in the movie, but this next part I'm about to show you is the part that ticks me off the most. Host, why are the... you may not like this answer if it's true. Toast, which apparently Toast is like a shill account according to rumors, not rumors by Toast, but the Thunderbolts are gonna be named after Yelena's childhood soccer team. Yeah, a fucking sports team from her childhood. It's not a name that came out of Baron Zemo's ass for a bunch of original characters for an anti-hero Guardians of the Galaxy like the Thunderbolts were originally, but then they turned into Marvel's Suicide Squad, not an original team anymore, and that version was named after Thunderbolt Ross, and now it's named after Yelena's soccer ball team. Again, I hope they change that. They got in a new writer, which, apparently wrote The Bear, which The Bear... I expected The Bear to be an action series because of the name of the show, but I heard it's really good, and after looking at the plot synopsis, it sounds depressing. I might watch it, but hey. But she also wrote a show called Girl Boss, which I don't think everything is doom and gloom because of that, but, but if she starts saying shit like the She-Hulk writers did, like a few years before She-Hulk came out, then I'd say, okay, now it's time to get into panic mode. But, yeah. Who knows? Hopefully they might be removing that, but Yelena's childhood soccer ball team for a superhero team. That is just stupid as hell. It kind of reminds me of what Masahiro Sakurai said about the original draft of Subspace Emissary. Like, it included Donkey Kong and Samus riding a bus, and Snake is watching in the distance, and it's like, but Sakurai wanted to do a more serious story. Like, this is what it kind of reminds me of. If we ever see, if this screenplay doesn't happen, we should call it the soccer team screenplay, because it's so stupid. But yeah, and another thing that's stupid is that not to expect Bucky to be a co-lead. Then why the hell have him in the film then? Like, if his part was actually minor when he's been in the MCU longer than all of these characters, if he's actually minor, then why? Hi. It's, like, you know, oh, he should be the main character. I mean, I wasn't too keen on Bucky being in Thunderbolts. Who knows? Maybe he might be in, New World Order, which I think he should be in, but, yeah. I like that this article says Ish. Even whoever wrote this article hates these ideas, but yeah. Yeah, Taskmaster, I hope they remove Taskmaster. They did remove Ghost, from what I know, which I'm kind of bummed that they did. I mean, I wouldn't say Ghost was the greatest villain ever, but it kind of makes sense because no one cared about Ghost. I hope they remove Taskmaster because they butchered that character, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not too keen about if I'm excited for this one yet either, writer. So, Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer rumors. We're gonna go over some other Fantastic Four news once we're done talking about Silver Surfer. So, it looks like they are looking for an actor to play the Silver Surfer, and like, you know, they're looking to cast the Silver Surfer, and you know, they're debating. So it looks like they still want to do street level shows, but they still want to do a special presentation of Silver Surfer. Then why the fuck make that change then? But we're gonna make the exception for Silver Surfer for Disney Plus. But it's like, I can see why they would do that, because they have to make another big budget film that's a spin-off to Fantastic Four. But come on, I'm not saying Silver Surfer needs a film. I'll be fine with a TV show, but what grinds my gears is, like, you know, you choose to have you know, what is it? Standalones. You choose to have standalones. No, you choose to have street levels. You choose to have street level characters, and yet you decide to go with Silver Surfer as the exception for Disney Plus. That's what grinds my gears. I mean, to be fair, I think Silver Surfer is kind of destined to have a movie because, like, there was supposed to be a Silver Surfer spinoff in the Tim Story universe. They were also in development of a Silver Surfer movie when during the Roger Corman movie was in production, and even Quentin Tarantino wanted to make a Silver Surfer movie, which I think that movie is way out of his style of filmmaking. I felt like Luke Cage was better, even though he did want to do a Luke Cage movie, but he went with Pulp Fiction instead. Thank God, because I love that movie. But yeah, yeah. So I'm not saying that it has been deconfirmed, but again, the whole female herald thing is kind of a little bit stupid, because so it looks like they're not going with Silver Surfer if the female herald rumors are true, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with you doing Frankie Ray Nova, because the fact that Ray Nova is Johnny Storm's girlfriend in the comics, that has a ton of opportunities to do what you could do with, like, the story in the film, like, you know, the asshole ex-girlfriend of, you know, the uncle of the family, you know, stuff like that. But, yeah, you know, why not just have Galactus have multiple heralds, not just Frankie Ray Nova? Like, you know, bring in Terrax. Terrax is awesome. And bring in that water guy, I forgot his name. But, yeah, you could have Silver Surfer as the exception. Like, you could have, like, Terrax be the fun character, you could have Frankie Ray be the drama character, and you can have Silver Surfer be the redeemed character. I don't know. I'm getting into fanfic territory, but hey. But, yes. Yeah, but it does look like Silver Surfer is going to be in this movie, and hopefully they don't gender swap. But, so it looks like they hired a new writer to polish the script, and, I watched Nerddrotic's latest video. He said because he worked on Black Widow, he lost all hope in the project. They're still not changing. I mean, Thunderbolts, it's fair, but for the guy who's doing the polishing of, Fantastic Four, he also, not only did he did Black Widow, which I think the Taskmaster stuff was more on a part of Marvel, not him. But, you know, he did Thor Ragnarok, which I love Thor Ragnarok. He did Godzilla vs. Kong. Not a big fan of that movie. And he also did the Dancing Pumpkin, fun fact. You know, that weird-ass movie that Saberspark reviewed? I don't even think Saberspark likes people like me, but hey. That's why I stopped following him, but hey. But, yeah, so... And now on to some Spider-Man 4 rumors. It looks like they're gonna introduce Miles Morales in this film, which, again, not the biggest fan of Miles Morales, but, you know, he's very popular right now. But, yeah. And the reason why he's popular now is because of the Spider-Verse movies. Enough said, you know, great movies, but yeah. I wish Sony would stop making villain movies. But yeah. Sony's gonna do 2 animated movies, a female-led animated movie. I don't know why you need to make a big deal about the female. Just name the fucking female character you're gonna do an animated movie out of. Like, I don't know. Madam Web did terribly, so I think an all-female team-up is going to be a disaster, especially after the Marvels and Madam Web. So I'd say, like, probably a standalone female-led movie would do better. And a villains movie. Now, that is one I'm more interested in, because if you're going to do an animated movie about that has so much potential. That'd be great. It could be your attempt to bring back the Sinister Six, but in a different genre or medium, whatever you want to call animation. I don't care. But, yeah. So yeah, Miles Morales in the MCU, that makes sense. A small note for Captain America Brave New World. Toast said some time ago that the Serpent Society has been dropped from the movie. That's stupid, because the Serpent Society are Captain America characters. Like, you already had, like, a wrestler, I forgot his name, I'm not a wrestling guy. You already had a wrestler casted for, like, King Cobra, who's a Daredevil villain in the comics, and also, God, what's her name? Viper? She was in, No. She was in The Wolverine from 2013. Like, you know, she's a pretty good villain in the few comics I've read with her in it. Like, you know, I'm not too big on Captain America, but yeah, she's still... you know... Oh, again, you have a female villain there, and again, you choose not to use her. You want to use the Hulks instead, you hypocritical company. It's basically Incredible Hulk 2, just add Captain America in it. But yeah, it looks like they're removing all the cameos from the movie, like Moon Knight and She-Hulk is rumored, which I think that's a good thing. I'm kind of bummed about Moon Knight, but She-Hulk, I mean, the She-Hulk show sucked, but yeah, again, it just felt like the Incredible Hulk 2, which, again, regardless of the whole Universal thing, I still think Disney and Marvel should have made it anyway, especially after you made that deal with Sony, but hey. Alright, let me take a sip of water. So, is this article done? Yes, it's done. So yeah, that's pretty much a lot what we have. So yeah, you know, Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, Daredevil. I feel like out of all these projects that is guaranteed to be good is probably going to be Born Again, because they're bringing back everyone from the show, from the previous show that they didn't brought back earlier. They wanted to make a soft reboot because the executives over there are a bunch of fucking idiots, but yeah, however, what I do think you should do with Daredevil Born Again, which is basically season 4 at this point of Daredevil, which you just should have done, with all the set videos leaked, with all the sets leaked and all that stuff, you know, with all the plot leaks, because of the set photos, I think they should reshoot the show entirely. You know, any emotional things, I'm not going to spoil anything. Some people already know. Oh, some people don't, and even if you don't, I highly recommend not looking into it because the internet doesn't know when to shut up. But, I think they should probably reshoot the entire show for a third time. Not the entire show, just a lot of plot points, you know. Oh, because of all the fucking leaks, because people are stupid. So, yeah. Took another sip of water. But yeah, I feel like Daredevil is probably guaranteed to be good. Fantastic Four, that's the one. I'm crossing my fingers, has to be good. Because I feel like if Fantastic Four fails, we're probably never going to see the Fantastic Four in live action again. I'm not saying again, probably 100 years from now, because there is going to be a time where they are going to need to revive a franchise to keep it more relevant. That's why I'm in support of sequels and remakes, but there needs to be a balance of originals as well. But yeah, you know, the common consensus is that the Fantastic Four movies sucked. I mean, the closest one that was good was the unreleased Roger Corman film, you know, stuff like that. But, yeah, but But yeah, you know, oh, if there's another bad Fantastic Four movie, it's over for a long time. I mean, hey, I'm willing to come to direct by the time I'm 60, but hey. But yeah. As for Thunderbolts, again, they just hired a new writer. They should probably get rid of the soccer team thing, because if they keep that... If they do keep the soccer team thing with Thunderbolts, they're gonna send comic book movies all the way back to fucking Daredevil and Elektra and... what is it? Batman and Robin and Spawn, a bunch of superhero movies with a bunch of stupid, silly stuff that didn't need to be there, you know? Oh, and I kind of feel like, I mean, Madam Web was in no way a silly movie. It was awful. It was like comic book movies of the late 90s, minus Blade, but yeah. Nova, on the other hand, I've heard rumors that they're gonna cast Ryan Gosling as Nova, which I don't know about that. I mean, I like Nova better as a teenager. I mean, I'm not the biggest Nova fan, but again, like I said, Terrax, that would have been better if you had him in Fantastic Four and he survived and you saved him for like a New Warriors movie, because that's the first character they fight. And whoever the actor is that they're looking to play Miles Morales should have played Night Thrasher, because he's a teenage black superhero that's actually original and is actually a great character who's not just a tokenized version of an already existing white character. But yeah. Let's see. Evan Moss Bachrock says that the thing will be motion capture or CGI. I don't mind that. You know, as long as the CGI is good, I don't mind. But yeah. So overall, you know, I have better hopes for Marvel, but you know, from the evidence I'm hearing, like with Nerdrotic, when it comes to the new writer for Thunderbolts, I have a feeling that God is kind of telling me to keep my expectations down. But yeah. And with all the rest of the people I follow who are in this anti-woke community that I'm a part of, you know, everyone seems to be very pessimistic about it, and I feel like because I'm a part of that group, like, I think God or something is trying to tell me keep your expectations down, which I think I probably should, but yeah. But yeah, you know, I will say, if they cast a male actor for Silver Surfer, I think we should start having better optimism, alright? Because Sentry's a white dude again, they're bringing back everyone for Daredevil, they're bringing back Bullseye, they're bringing back Karen, they're bringing back, Febuary Shiver, they're bringing back John Bernthal as the Punisher, so yeah. Anyway, guys, that's enough for today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.